Yeah, it's really interesting what you said there, because I actually did another conversation with Maria Danielle, who's a partner at Ernst & Young in Trinidad and Tobago. And one of the things that she's been quite vocal about, and not just in that session, but a lot of things that I've seen during the pandemic, is that, she points out that period of disruption really exposed for a lot of businesses gaps in their operations and gaps that they needed to shore up and fill. So I was curious, about your thoughts, Derwin, about that, and what are some of the primary gaps that, from your lens, this period has exposed, and that with an eye toward 2021, you're seeing the business community in the region start being focused on shoring up.
I guess one of the immediate ones that jumps out for me is, of course, things like payments. Payments did in fact come to the fore as one of the big gaps. The ability to accept payments online, the ability to make sure that last sort of part of the transaction can be dealt with, and of course fulfillment. At the end of the day, while we're all accustomed to the Amazons and those types of things where you have the fulfillment being done and ordering and fulfillment being done electronically, a lot of companies simply did not have the mechanisms to allow for that sort of low-touch fulfillment of their services. And so that was a big gap. The good thing is we did see a lot of people pivot quickly in terms of finding ways and means to deal with their customers online. Obviously, some better than others, and some started on a sort of piecemeal way and then have made their way into a more seamless way of fulfillment. And so I would say the issue of fulfillment and the issue of payments were two major gaps that sort of came up and forced people to be a little more innovative in how they delivered, and certainly have allowed them to think about how they need to sort of manage their business differently moving forward.
Yeah, that's a really good point. For me, one of the things that I always think about with my kind of Caribbean hat on, from an advertising agency perspective, you think about consumers, you think about their expectations. You talked about one of them, which is sort of the expectation of low touch. I think the other one that you see a lot, certainly in the US and in other parts of the world, is the subscription economy and the comfort and the expectations around that. Convenience economy, low touch economy, subscription economy, and how those trends have been converging anyway, and then in many ways accelerated by what we've seen. So those are really good points, and definitely areas where businesses need to kind of focus on. I think the other part I would build on in terms of that is that, yes, if you think about payment, you think about fulfillment, you're effectively saying you need to think about customer experience and that end-to-end experience and how you make that seamless. And that's certainly been a big one that I've seen.